Hello and welcome. This is our Booster Signing Day, my all-time favorite event that we offer here at Boosters at the high school. My name's Nancy Peter. I'm the president of Wayland Boosters. Signing Day is amazing. It's my favorite event, and it's so nice to see all these athletes. Congratulations, all you guys. I recently shared a statistic with my booster board that I found online. Only 7% of high school students become college athletes. Now think about that. That's a very small percentage, and you guys did that. Congratulations. That's pretty impressive, and you should be pretty proud of yourselves. We want to congratulate you on your outstanding achievement. We are thrilled to hear about your commitment to continue your athletic journey at the collegiate level. Your hard work, dedication, and passion for your sport have not only set you apart on the field, but they have also prepared you for the exciting challenges that lie ahead. Playing a sport at the collegiate level is a significant accomplishment and a testament to your talent, discipline, and character. It is an opportunity to further develop your skills, compete at a higher level, and represent your school with pride and integrity. As you embark on this new chapter, remember that you are not only an athlete, but also a student athlete, balancing the demands of your sport with academic responsibilities. As you prepare to transition to college, we encourage you to embrace this opportunity with an open mind and a positive attitude. Embrace the challenges, learn from your experiences, and never stop striving for greatness, both on and off the field. Remember, you are capable of achieving incredible things, and we have no doubt that you will make a lasting impact at the collegiate level and beyond. Once again, congratulations on your commitment. Best of luck in all your future endeavors. We are incredibly proud of you and excited to see where your athletic journey takes you. And I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thanks, everybody. I know it really does take a village to raise college athletes. So the youth coaches, high school coaches, our students, your teammates on your teams, everybody is here pulling for you, cheering for you, and we all congratulate you together. At this time, I usually call up the coaches to get to talk about the student athletes. So our first student athlete is going to be Abby, and our girls lacrosse team is on their way to AB right now, and Abby's going to be running, so she's going first, and Coach wrote me up something to read. So be prepared. Should have read through this a little bit more, but let's see. Abby Redmore has grown tremendously through her time in the Wayland lacrosse program. Her growth is a testament to her desire to improve her game. She consistently strives to play at the highest level. Her commitment, positive work ethic have all been vital to her success. Abby is a fierce competitor, tenacious ride, and an integral part of our team defense. Abby has developed into a player who is receptive to feedback as she constantly training to improve her game. More importantly, we feel lucky to have the opportunity to work with Abby, as she is an exceptional human being and student athlete. She is a wonderful teammate who shows great patience with our young players, always leading by example. We're extremely proud of the player she has become. Congratulations, Abby. We can't wait to see you on the field at Smith. And next up, a player also going out to a game, so Kerry Murtaugh is going to talk about Makai.
Good afternoon, everybody. Makai Walker. I've coached a lot of players over the last 15 years, and Makai stands out as one of the most impactful players that I have been associated with through my tenure, both on the offensive side of the field as well as the defensive side. Teams would literally have to game plan how to stop him. We would see plays that would open up for other players because 3 players would be covering Makai on the defensive side, on the offensive side of the ball. And then on the defensive side of the ball, people just ran away from him. They didn't want to go near him. Makai has grown immensely from the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. He's been an impactful player for the last 3 years, and he's been an integral part of the growth of the organization of Wayland football. It is my pleasure, and by the way, not surprising that there's 3 schools vividly fighting for him and where he wants to go. He's almost there, but we're not going to claim anything just yet. But Makai Walker, what an outstanding career you had at Wayland. Wayland will miss you, but we look forward to seeing what you do on the gridiron and in the schoolroom in the future. Okay? Thank you.
Coach Rex Dollars.
I'm just saying here, Jenny, because that's what I'm talking about. First, I just want to congratulate all the student athletes. I've had the privilege of teaching in the wellness classroom, so congratulations. I'm just going to read because I don't want to mess this up, but I've had the privilege of coaching Jenny the past 4 years here at the high school, and I've known Jenny since she was in elementary school. She's had an outstanding career here at Wayland High School, and she has a lot to be proud of. This season, she was named a Foley GCL All-Star. She averaged 9 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 3 blocks, and 2 steals. And Jenny helped her team win a league title last year and make the Elite 8 appearance in the playoffs. Jenny certainly made her impact on the court and in our program over the last 4 years as our very tall center. But she was more important than that. She was our team leader and motivator. She was a captain this past season who I admire so much. She was disciplined and committed into being the best player she could be. She played basketball all year round in the off season, and it showed. She possessed many great traits, but my favorite was her team first attitude. Not once did this kid ask me what her stats were after a game. She knew at the end of the day what mattered most, and that was our team. More importantly, she's a naturally born leader and a role model to every girl in our program. She's the kind of student athlete that every coach dreams of. If I could clone her for every season, I would take her every single season. She certainly has set the bar high for all of our captains to come and players in our program, and I can't thank her enough for what she has done. Jenny, I consider myself very lucky to have had you in my program and to have coached you the last 4 years, and I can say wholeheartedly that Skidmore is very lucky to have you. I wish you the best of luck, and I know you're going to do great things in the next 4 years and life after that. Congratulations. Growing up, so.
Oh, come on, everyone. Woo! Yeah! Hi, I'm Coach LeClaire, track and field. I am very privileged to have, 4 people from my team signing for track and field, but I've got to coach 6 of them. So, speaking of Jenny, get it right now. I'm going to start with Daniel. Daniel started with me 4 years ago. 4 years ago, he signed up for indoor track, which was done, by the way, we started outside in the junior parking lot because that was plowed, while our state-of-the-art new track was under 3 feet of snow. He finished in outdoor, which we ran outdoor the whole time, even in indoors, with masks on. So it took him about 2 years before we saw each other. But he finished in a heat advisory, and we threw him in the 4x8 800-meter relay with 2 seniors that had signed for college and 1 junior who was faster than the 2 seniors. So we threw him in head first. And he ended up that day running probably the 2nd fastest time, even though he wasn't, he came in probably with the 4th fastest time, and the other guys are like, "Are you sure, coach?" So he did a great job making me look good. But he looked great too. They made it to states, so it was a great start. I do have a problem with Daniel. There are 18 events in track and field, and I could put him in 10, and he would do really well. But we can only put him in 3 or 4. So we had to make choices. So we made choices between the mile and the 800 meters. And we're still making choices today, right? Like, I really want to put him in the 400 hurdles. Maybe WPI will put you in the 400 hurdles. Anyway, he's made it to all states. He's broken that really hard 800 meter under 2-minute time. Hopefully he'll do it again. And he's not only scored for us many times in the DCL championships, but also in states. So, I've been a state qualifier. So, congratulations, Daniel. Good luck at WPI. They're very lucky to have you. Oh, I'm not done. You're going to be bored with me. Next up, Elena. So, of those 18 track and field events, there's only one you actually have to be, as a coach, certified to coach that event. And that is because, well, it's a little dangerous, because folks go and they take this, 11-foot fiberglass pole, and they fling themselves into a pit, hopefully over a bar first. And so Elena came, and they said, hey, you have a pole vaulter. And we went, whoo, we don't have a pole vault coach. So I became certified, and are there 2 other certified coaches here today? No. Okay. I became certified, so we actually started learning together how to pole vault. And she's ahead of me because she goes to Patriot Pole Vault Club. But we've learned together, we've worked hard. I'm hoping that, and she has made it not only to, scoring in DCL championships, but she's made it to states. She won D4 states last year and made it to all states, pole vaulting in rain and cold, and doing just an amazing job. She will go to Westland and pole vault there, and I hope you fling yourself very high there and land in the pit. But together, I hope we have learned together how the art of not just communication, but the art of learning. And I think she'd be actually a really good pole vault coach, because she's taught me a few things. And hopefully I've taught you maybe a few things. So not only that, hurdling, the other hard thing to do. 2 very big barriers. And she's done some of the hardest events in track and field. So good luck, Elena. Oh wait, I'm not done. This is fun. Okay. So her teammate is Anuka, heading to Westland as well. Very excited. Anuka, I think, reluctantly joined track and field for indoor her sophomore year, and she seemed reluctant about it, but we coaches were like, ooh, she's fast. We want her. Blazing in the 55 meters. By the way, 55 meters, 7 seconds. Coach, 7 seconds. Try to think about what happens in 7 seconds. But Elena, blazing fast, Anuka, blazing fast, 55 meters, and also brilliant in our relays. And she sits next to her relay teammate, which we'll talk about next. But a couple of my highlights for Elena. Anuka. So Anuka comes in immediately, making a scoring in the DCLs, makes it to states in the 55, in the 4x2 has made great progress. 2 of my favorite stories about her, besides us having to talk her into running outdoor, and then I'm not sure if she would join us, and the next thing she came for outdoor, made it to states in the 100 meters, and then came back the next year and said, Coach, I want to run track in college. We're like, I didn't know you wanted to run in high school. This is great. So this past year, I have 2 favorite stories. One is she, again, back to the 55, it's really hard. We knew she had it. We just were waiting for her to finally pull it all together and let her know she had it. And she did. The last meet she could qualify for states. And it's probably one of my favorite races. She just, I knew that week, I'm like, she's got it. And then watching her come out of the blocks And again, 7 seconds, not that fast. Or it's not that, it goes by really quickly. I can just tell, look, she's got it. So fun to see her pull it together and just run for joy. Then later, I don't know if it's the same meet, but it brings Julia into the story. Two of my favorite, so they're both on the 4x2 in the indoor. My favorite handoff of this year. This goes to show you have to be tenacious, you gotta have some grit, and you gotta be smart. And the two of them, Julia coming in, and in the indoors, when you're handing off, it's a scrum. You have 5 or 6 people doing the same thing, doing this. And you can't drop the baton, all of that stuff. And I see Julia coming in fast, and I see Anuka pulling, I think, a soccer move, which was perfect, and just kind of getting out around the scrub. Julia's just handing around the scrub, and Anuka's off. And so instead of being stuck in this group, they got around them. And I don't know if we were in first or second. We'll take first, because I like that story. But those are just some of the great times. We'll see what happens at outdoor. But I'm hoping, they're our top scorers. And by the way, you're seeing all of my captains. Daniel, Elena, Anuka, and next up, Julia. Are you ready? So Julia joined us in her sophomore year as well, so is that right? Freshman year? Julia joined us in her freshman year. So you were out there when we were, see, that was why we're in a mask. Julia got to play in the snow while we waited for our new track to thaw out. And, but we had her only for indoor for the first 2 years, is that correct? Yes. So she did crew for a bit before we stole her. Yay us, sorry crew. And immediately she was 600 meter runner, made it to states in the 600 meters, 4x2, again, that brilliant relay that continues to be brilliant this year. Has always been very smooth handoffs, gotta love it. And, but one thing I noticed was she also was pretty fearless. I'm like, I think she could be a hurdler. So we talked her into hurdling, and last year she started as a junior hurdling and qualified for states. And then we threw her into it in outdoor. You go from 55 meter hurdles, you go to 100 meter hurdles, and then you go to 400 meter hurdles. But we saw that state meet 600 meters she could run and went, ooh, what if? So we added, and she was game for it. So last year, she was on her way to qualifying for both. Unfortunately, her tibias weren't happy. So had some injury, made it through for the states 400 meters, needed to recover from that, and now is back. Scored for us in DCL championships and made it states, and we're hoping this year she'll do the same. Again, all of these folks, I can put in a variety of events. Unfortunately, I can only put them in so many. Julia is one of them. I could put her in almost any event, and I know she would do great. And they may do that at Bates, so good luck.
Coach Baker.
First, congratulations. This is no order. I didn't know this is how you were going to be sitting. Ava, Sophie, Lulu, and Maddie, for enduring this roller coaster journey over the past 4 years. When you joined the varsity squad, critical links were missing from our chain thanks to COVID. Our leaders had graduated, our culture of hard training and racing had vanished, and our regular routine was lost. But over the past 3 years, you rebuilt the team, creating new links in the chain. I know there were times when you felt frustrated, angry, definitely at me, and you didn't fully grasp the process, but one thing remained constant: you never gave up. You believed in yourselves, your teammates, your coaches. Your dedication has taken you all the way to nationals, some of you multiple times, which is no small feat. Lulu, our quiet, collective leader, have been remarkable. You've been remarkable this year. You've kept everyone together as a captain, leading by example. I witnessed your transformation from a shy rower to a fearless competitor. Your dedication to fitness and improving your stroke shines through every day. Future captains have big shoes to fill. Maddie, I still remember my first day talking to you. Do you remember this? Coming up, novice year with her novice 8, she had this grumpiest face.
Oh yeah.
I've never talked to this girl in my life. And I looked at her and I was like, what's wrong? She's like, bad row. And I was thinking to myself, can't wait to see her on varsity squad. Now, things have not changed that much with her grumpy face. The only difference is she's found lots of great rows, lots of great strokes, lots of great races. But again, what has not changed when she hasn't found those good days, she's got the grumpy face. Sophie, I was sad when you left the girls' team to cox the boys. However, it turns out to be the perfect move for you, as you became one of the best captains instrumental in their success. I'm thrilled you're back on the girls' team now, seamlessly fitting in back as if you never left. While you may roll like a boy at some times, I've got 6 more weeks to coach that out of you. Ava, you're definitely the tallest athlete I've ever coached. I remember feeling slightly intimidated on your very first day of practice. Just kidding, I wasn't intimidated. What you didn't know at the time is I was like pointing at the other coaches. I was like, ooh, look what we got here. And I ran up behind her where she wasn't paying attention. I was like, look at this. And I was counting how many days or how many seasons we would have until we can move her up to varsity squad. One of my fondest memories was just this past January, when Ava was at States for swimming and 6th in the breaststroke. I was texting her mom, like, first I was trying to text her, but you know, she's probably in the water. How's Ava doing? How's Ava doing? And I find out the result and I was just completely thrilled. What I love about her dedication to the swim team is that dedication moved into to the rowing as well. And the younger kids are definitely looking up to her, but I'm pretty sure they're inspired by you. While I'm happy to see you all moving on, I'm also sad to see you go. You truly left a legacy behind, rebuilding the chain for future success. Thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and your determination. Thank you.
And Coach Gavron.
Hi, buddy. Good afternoon, everyone. Athletes, student athletes, congratulations. As everyone's already said, it's pretty amazing that you guys are going to be playing the sports that you love at the colleges that you want to go to. I get the opportunity to speak about Shunji over here. Only got to be with him for 2 years. I came out his sophomore year and became an impact player immediately for us. He was a DCL All-Star, first team All-Star for us. His second year, his junior year, I can't believe the growth that occurred in the off-season to make him even a better player. He ended up being a DCL All-Star again, first team. He was the DCL Foley Division MVP, Eastern Mass All-Star for us. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of disappointed when he decided to play with his club this year, which gave him great opportunities, obviously, to get to be a D1 soccer player. I didn't know what would have happened if we had had him this year and how well you might have done overall for yourself as a player, but selfishly I wanted him to be with us. What's more important about Shunji for me is some of the examples he set for the athletes that played with him. A great player, if you talk to anybody that played with him, they would admit that he was a great player. But he was also one of the guys that would always clean up at the end of practice. He'd be one of the last guys to leave practice, and I never asked him to do it. So when I think about, future players, people that are paying attention now that are underclassmen, that says a lot if you're an athlete and a really strong athlete, a super player for us, willing to do the dirty work, willing to clean up after everybody else. So that's going to always stay with me when I think about you. Shunji's the second player that has signed to play D1 soccer for us. We had Kyle Mabe playing at Bryant University, who'll graduate this spring. It's an incredible, incredible accomplishment. That 7% that you read, if we started to break it down into individual sports, it could even be lower for some individual sports. And the fact that we have so many great athletes here, student athletes, is fantastic. Shunji, I'm very proud of you. I hope you have a remarkable career in college, and I'm really, really proud of you, buddy. Congratulations.
I wanted to make sure we mentioned Jakari. Jakari was on our cheerleading team, and his participation allowed our team to compete in the co-ed division at States, which opens up the opportunity for our cheerers to participate, do different stunts and different activities for having a male on the team. He excelled and was an integral part of rebirth of our cheerleading program, and he's going on to cheer at Nichols, but he couldn't attend today. So congratulations to him.
All right, so parents, now is your opportunity to, guys, if you can pick up your pens. And I know this is not, it's for pictures, all right? So parents, please take a picture of your athlete as they're signing their commitment to play in college. Pretend, all right, so put that in.
Yeah, Sophie's crushing it. Sophie wins. You can see her smile too. All right, that's good. Sophie.
All right, now we have a look at Mr. Rollins keeps in his office. I know you have a so it's right here what college and sport the athlete is playing in. So you guys would sign to pass it along to your teammates, and your advisors are for you to take. And again, thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are not really familiar about what Boosters does, sometimes people are confused. We have a little board over there. We fund and support all of our middle school and high school athletes and their teams. So anything that is not covered under the athletic department's budget, they can submit rent to us, and we will help pay for that. So we also help underwrite the varsity jackets that all of our athletes, all of these guys have earned, and all of you underclassmen have the ability to earn. We do the mental health speaker we helped with, a whole myriad of things. So we are always looking for donations from boosters, because we like to continue to help being able to pay for all the stuff that our athletes need and to help them succeed and become a college athlete. So thank you again so much for coming. This is a wonderful event. It's nice that all you athletes came to support your teammates. And thank you again. And the visors are for you guys to keep, so you can take those home. And congratulations and good luck next year. Woo!